Huh.
Ah. Morning, Senior Xiaoguang.
Morning. Wait, why senior all of a sudden?
I was just thinking of when we first met. You really liked it when I called you Senior. Now that you don't have to keep your identity hidden, we might as well bring it back. It really suits you.
Alright. Junior Wise.
Present, Senior Xiaoguang. I'd better keep Xiaoguang occupied and make sure she doesn't go off on her own until Yishuan Shifu gets here.
Then I'll be counting on you as my guide.
I once came here for a banquet with some big shots, but between you and me, the food they served those VIPs wasn't nearly as good as their regular dishes.
Oh, really?
Whoops, I hope no one heard that. Sweetie, how's it going? I hope business is booming. Do you have any recommendations for today?
Another regular customer. Welcome! Is this young lady a friend of yours? She's got the aura of a true connoisseur. Would you like to try our seasonal special?
I can faintly smell some osmanthus in the air. How lovely.
That would be our Moonvale Osmanthus cake, fresh out of the oven. They're made with the very first golden blossoms picked just this morning. Soft, sweet, melts in your mouth. I guarantee it's a taste you'll never forget. Osmanthus cakes always bring back memories of loved ones. This batch is limited, reserved for only our regular customers. And you won't find it on the banquet menu.
So she heard us.
Osmanthus cake. Wise, would you like to try it?
Osmanthus cake is often used as a symbol of remembrance. Xiaoguang must be thinking about Senior Ye again. Sure, why not? After smelling the aroma before we even walked in, how could we resist? Just hearing you describe it already made me want to eat some.
I guarantee you'll be satisfied. We have seats upstairs. This way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Come on, over here! Come take a look!
From Yunhui Summit. Her skills reach the heavens themselves. Standing shoulder to shoulder with the mighty voice hunters. She's a true guardian of Wai Fei, a living legend in our midst. But surely you don't think Yunhui Summit stands tall by Yixuan Shufu's strength alone? Oh, no, no, no! When it comes to the younger generation, no one can forget Yi Xuan Shufu's mischievous yet brilliant disciple, Ye Xun Guang. Now this young lady, Miss Xiao Wang, anyone want to guess her age?
So, what do you think?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. It's fragrant, sweet, and soft. Here, have a few more pieces.
Osmanthus cake goes best with tea. The tea helps to cleanse the palate. I wonder if some memories are like tea leaves that drift to the bottom of the cup, sinking so deep that they never surface again.
Memories aren't like reflections in a teacup. Even when the tea leaves sink to the bottom, they can still float back up if something stirs them one day. Xiaoguang, what is it you're trying to say?
It's nothing. It just feels like time's been slipping by so fast.
Miss, is the taste of our Moonvale Osmanthus cake to your satisfaction? It's your first time here. I hope you'll forgive us if the service falls short.
You're too kind, Miss Sweetie. The cake is excellent. Sweet, but not cloying. The osmanthus fragrance blends beautifully without overwhelming the rice's natural flavor. It melts in the mouth and is baked the perfect amount of time to bring out both texture and aroma.
A true connoisseur. You've nailed it exactly.
Hardly. I just like making desserts myself every now and then. If I had to guess, in addition to fresh osmanthus preserved in honey, you added a touch of roasted sticky rice powder to the filling? It gives the texture a bit more spring. And at the end, did you add a sprinkle of candied kumquat peel? There's a light citrus note that lingers.
Whoa, spot on! The sticky rice powder keeps it tender but gives it structure. And the candied kumquat peel is the final flourish. You're a true gourmet, miss. Impressive. Very impressive. Yum-Cha Scene always welcomes guests who appreciate the craft. Please, make yourself at home. I'll leave you two to it. Just call me if you need anything.
Xiaoguang, you even know all that? You're a real expert.
I wouldn't call myself an expert. I used to watch Senior Inhu cook back at Yunquei Summit. I thought it was fun, so I picked up a little here and there. Later, I started experimenting with some desserts of my own. But at first, the things I made were really something else. My brother, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and Senior Inhu all ended up as my first victims. My brother would always tease me, saying eating my desserts was part of his training, tempering the mind through hardship.
Senior Ye is such a gentle person. He must have been even more patient with you.
Yeah, he always looked out for me. Even though he was just a kid himself, he'd always give in to me, and he almost never got angry. He taught me so much. I still remember when I first arrived at Yunquei Summit. I was mischievous, made a big mistake, and just hid. I was too scared to face anyone. My brother was the one who found me. He didn't scold me. He just asked, an elder at the end of his years, and a young man with his whole life ahead of him, if you could only save one of them, which do you choose? In a famine, a single bag of grain could keep a person alive, but a rare manuscript carries the wisdom of centuries. If only one can be preserved, which do you choose? And when facing a calamity, do you cling to safety and protect yourself? Or do you stand and fight to save others, even against impossible odds? Which do you choose?
Why did he ask such a difficult question? There's no clear answer.
Yeah. I was so young I didn't know what to say, and it made me want to cry. Those questions felt cruel, like they were tearing my heart apart. But my brother said it wasn't about a clear answer. It was about seeing what you truly want to protect and understanding its weight. He told me that our parents always said, the hardest part isn't making the choice, it's living with it afterward. There's no perfect path in this world. Some choices are responsibilities we have to shoulder. When the time comes, be brave. Do what must be done, and you'll carve your way through the thorns onto your own path. I didn't fully understand what he meant back then. I'm not even sure if I do now.
He really put a lot of thought into what he said. I'm sure he'd be glad knowing you could reflect on it so calmly now.
I trust him, just as he trusts me. Right now, my brother has his own reasons for what he has to do. And I have my own reason for why I have to find him. Sorry, I've been rambling again.
You can always tell me these things. I'm your junior, after all.
Let's talk about something more cheerful. Everyone's been working so hard lately. Banyue Shifu, Dylan, Ningqian, you, and the others at Suibian Temple. I want to thank everyone properly. What do you think about me putting together a thank you dinner and gathering everyone around the fire for the night.
That's a great idea. Everyone's been looking forward to your cooking. I'll let Dialin, Banyue Shifu, and Ning Chen know right away. Once Senior Song Tao and the others are back from their investigation, I'll pass it on to them too.
Ooh.
Every item in our collection has been...
Junior Wise, Xiaoguang!
You're back! Is everyone alright? Any progress in the investigation?
Don't worry, everyone's fine. We ran into a little trouble on the way, but we managed to find some leads.
Thank you, everyone. You've worked so hard.
Don't mention it. It's our duty as Suibian Temple disciples. Xiaoguang, I'm glad you're feeling better. Thanks to you, Junior Wise.
No, it's thanks to all of you. Xiaoguang was just saying how hard you've all been working, and she wants to host a small thank you dinner at Suibian Temple tonight. She'll even do the cooking. She's planning to invite everyone for a cozy evening chat around the fire.
Haha, a gathering by the fire, with Xiaoguang's cooking no less.
Yeah, my cooking isn't the greatest, but I hope you'll join us.
That's really thoughtful of you, Xiaoguang. But I'm afraid we can't tonight.
Huh?
Don't worry, we have good news. Thanks to the intel you gave us, we pinned down several key spots tied to the abnormal miasma fluctuations. We've even found leads on the ancient array. Some disciples have already been stationed at the old mining site. The full report's been sent to Yishuan Shifu. She should be coming to Waifei soon to help.
To ensure everyone's safety, we'll rotate disciples to guard the key locations, keeping a close watch for anything suspicious. Xiaoguang, as the wielder of the Qingming sword, your role is too important. Until Yishuan Shifu arrives, please, stay here in the temple and keep yourself safe. Leave the investigation to us. You guys take it easy tonight. When this is all over, we'll celebrate together properly, okay?
But
Come on now, don't feel bad. This was everyone's choice. We all have something we want to protect. Waifei Peninsula's peace, the safety of our disciples. Only when you're safe, Xiaoguang, can we carry out our mission without worry. Protecting you is protecting the future for all of us. So now, how about a smile?
okay, I understand.
That's better. We'll get Bowlion and go switch shifts with the others now. See you later.
Don't worry, Xiaoguang. We're finally starting to see some progress. That's a good sign.
Yeah, let's head back too. I still need to figure out what to cook tonight.
Here, the intel on Sarah. Grew up in an orphanage near a hollow. When the place got shut down by the city, she vanished for a few years. Then reappeared for a couple months before disappearing again. The next time she showed her face publicly, she was already moving under the banner of the Exaltists. Vanished for a few years? Here's where it gets interesting. Word is, during those few months when she reappeared, she stormed into Hand headquarters multiple times, insisting she was part of some special investigation squad under HSO. But Hand said no such squad ever existed. No record of her anywhere either.
Huh. A ghost squad that doesn't exist? When you spend your days fielding customer complaint calls, little stories like that are the highlight of the shift. And stories like that always go one of two ways. Either the woman lost her mind, or the squad's whole purpose was to be buried from the start.
So you think there's something fishy here too? forever without a place to belong, falling into some delusion's embrace. A textbook tragic story. Nothing worth dwelling on. What is worth our attention is the creator she clings to. More and more signs point to something hidden in the hollow that we don't understand yet. I've already reported to the boss. We'll just have to wait for orders before making our next move. Oh, I need to remind you of something else. The higher-ups know about the abnormal miasma fluctuation, too. They don't want Waifei Peninsula destroyed. There's too much value here. Which means this mess is also part of your job now.
Those old minute tops really know how to hand out impossible missions. This was supposed to be a simple recovery job. Without me even realizing, I've been saddled with another thankless task.
I've already found out that the array described in the ancient tome dates back over 100 years, built to suppress miasma. You're welcome, by the way. The array works by absorbing miasma. You just need to pour a large amount of ether energy into the core. But what most people don't know is, to keep the ethereal sealed inside from breaking loose, the array raises a barrier that traps whoever activates it. Which means anyone who becomes the key is essentially sacrificing themselves. It's not impossible. That means there's another way for your mission to kill two birds with one stone. I'm sure you've already thought of it. Then, when it can't hold out any longer, you step in and take its core. Simple as that. And that girl, Yeshuan Guang, I can tell you've taken a liking to her, even if you won't admit it. So, why not? You'd be protecting her brother while you're at it. What's wrong? You're hesitating?
No, it's just, as the one responsible for retrieving the core, I have to make absolutely sure it's secure.
Remember, the orders were clear. If recovery fails, destroy it on the spot. Unless you've got other concerns. Or should I say, excuses? Don't tell me that fighting alongside him these past few days has caused you to have a change of heart. Now you feel sympathy towards him?
Sympathy? I don't waste sympathy on living humans, let alone on a killing machine that couldn't even pass a forbidden fruit test.
Exactly, a killing machine. Whatever name it goes by now, it was created as a weapon of indiscriminate slaughter to suppress the miasma. Its nature won't change. Dial in. As a Krampus judge, don't forget that.
Judging me with sentimental nonsense? You really do underestimate me, don't you, Senior Zhao? I'm just thinking the whole suppressing miasma angle might be a smokescreen. If the miasma in Limnian Hollow is actually receding, where's it going? Also, I heard another name from the dead at the old mining site. One that's been coming up a lot these past few days. Looks like someone else wants Banye gone. More desperately than we do.
What do you mean? Who?
Please, come this way. There's something I want to discuss with you.
What is it, Banyue Shifu?
It's Xiaoguang. She has a lot on her mind. By hosting the dinner tonight, I fear she's already come to a decision of her own. The abnormal miasma fluctuation is strange, and the road ahead will likely be perilous. I don't want to see her walk into danger. She seems to place great trust in you. If it's your advice, she might listen. Could I trouble you to speak with her again and persuade her to stay here in the temple and keep herself out of danger? That would be the safest course.
Okay, I'll try to talk to her again. But, Banyue Shifu, I've been thinking. Treating Xiaoguang like she's a fragile piece of glass to be sheltered away. Is that really what's best for her? The Qingming sword. The rest of us. We should be the ones to protect her. But more often than not, we've been holding her back.
The Qingming sword is unlike any other weapon. That's why you're the only one I can bring this to.
My, oh my. What a touching request. But tell me, Banyue Shifu, don't you think your words sound especially cruel when talking about someone your algorithms once deemed as expendable, while you stood by and watched her parents consumed by the miasma? Looks like you didn't know that yet, huh, Proxy? Allow me to introduce our oh-so-gentle, reliable Banyue Shifu. His codename is Purge Unit Type 0, one of TOPS' secret machines built for suppressing miasma. And by suppressing, the most efficient way was, of course, indiscriminate slaughter. Before he put on this harmless, good guy facade, he was TOPS' sharpest, most merciless killing machine. After a botched mission, TOPS discarded him, left him to rot in the hollow. Somehow, someone picked him up and patched him back together, so he could wear the guise of something less monstrous, hiding among people. People trusted him, relied on him, even treated him as a companion with a heart. But 10 years ago, when the miasma outbreak consumed the old mining site, he stood by and watched countless lives swallowed whole. And Xiaoguang's parents were among them. Back when you went to Silum Bay looking for survivors. Why do you think those people reacted to Banyue with such outrage? Such hatred?
Banyue Shifu, is this all true?
The marks from the past can't be erased. That much is certain.
The past? Such a tidy word for confession. Then tell me, back then, when you failed to save those people, was it because of your so-called algorithmic logic? Suppress the miasma at all costs. The absolute order that made you treat human life like it was nothing. Does it still run somewhere deep in your core? That kind, gentle mask you wear, is it real? Or is it just a performance for us and for your own conscience? So you can forget the blood on your hands even for just a moment? Silence. The reply I hate the most. I don't even know anymore. Am I speaking to a remorseful person trying to atone? Or to a machine that couldn't even pass the forbidden fruit test? Am I just wasting my breath?
Ah, there you are! Banyue Shifu, could you give me a hand? This old stove is the bane of my...
I'll be right there.
Relax. I have no intention of telling Xiaoguang about the past. It would only breed hatred and chaos. Krampus wants something from Banyue. The simplest way to get it would have been to tell Xiaoguang outright. Let her despise him, resent him, or put him to use. Make him the key.
Key? key?
According to the ancient tome, to activate the array and suppress the miasma, all you need is a powerful, ever-flowing ether energy source placed in the center of the array. He fits the bill, doesn't he? Once a killing machine, an energy monster in his own right. Sacrificing a machine that failed the forbidden fruit test to secure Wi-Fi Peninsula's peace? Perhaps that makes the guilt easier to bear for everyone. But now...
But why now? Dylan, why are you telling me all this? Those things you said before about the truth. Don't tell me you're deliberately trying to guilt trip Banyue Shifu into...
As a Krampus judge, my duty is to drag everything hidden, false, or twisted into the light. To reach the end of truth. No matter the cost, no matter the means. Proxy, a word of advice. No matter how harsh the truth, it's still better than drowning in a sweet, comforting lie.
You're not wrong about that. But Dylan, why not trust what you've seen and heard yourself these past few days? How can you be so sure the things you've just revealed aren't distorted versions of the truth, carefully crafted to serve someone else's agenda? What if the path you're walking is just a detour, one laid out by others to lead you to their version of the truth?
You're not as naive as you look, Phaethon. I'll keep your warning in mind. As for Banyue, don't worry. I won't do anything before the final evaluation is complete. That scrap heap can remain as Banyue Shifu for now.
Xiaoguang,
What is it? Hungry already? Just wait a little longer. It'll be ready soon.
you're hosting this gathering because you've already made up your mind, haven't you?
Figures. You saw right through me. I really was planning to be honest with you, just like I said I would. Last night, after you'd all gone to bed, I found this under the door.
Xiaoguang, I found a way to break the connection between you and the Qingming Sword. The power of the Creator is beyond imagination. Deep within the place we once knew lies the key to awakening them. When they descend in the days to come, my wish will finally come true. No matter the price I have to pay, Xiaoguang, you will be free.
This letter, it looks like it's from Senior Ye. Given how much he cares about you, even if he did decide to do this, there's no way he'd ever tell you. This note looks like...
It looks like it's trying to lure me there. I know my bond with the Qingming Sword more than anyone. Breaking it isn't something that can be done so easily. Back when I was chosen by the sword, my brother didn't know about its side effects. He was genuinely happy for me. He ruffled my hair, eyes shining, and said, "You're amazing, Xiaoguang. From now on, your big brother will have to rely on you." I knew what he was really happy about. That I could finally be accepted, have a real place in Yunquei Summit, a new home. But then, when he learned the truth about the Qingming Sword, and what happened to the wielders before me, when we received the news that our parents really had passed, He held back his tears. He didn't want me to be even more afraid. But the day he found out the fate of the sword's wielders, my brother, who had never shown weakness before, broke down in front of me, crying and saying he was sorry, over and over. In the end, with his eyes red and fists clenched, he kept repeating it again and again, not just to me, but to himself, that there had to be a way, and that he would find it. That way became his obsession for years. He even hid from me and Shifu that he was experimenting with forbidden techniques, trying to shift the Qingming sword side effects onto himself instead. Thank goodness Shifu caught it in time. That was the first time I'd ever seen her so angry. Not at the forbidden techniques, but at my brother for putting himself in danger. She didn't punish him. She just let out a long sigh, placed a hand gently on his shoulder, and sat with him under the cold moon for the entire night.
Maybe only Yixun Shifu, who has endured loss and shouldered her own share of burdens, could truly understand Senior Ye's state of mind back then. That heavy weight he was carrying.
Yeah. After that day, my brother promised her he would never let his obsession ruin him. Not even for my sake. Shifu poured her heart and soul into crafting the Qingming sword's case after her older sister passed away. With it, as long as I keep training in seclusion and reinforcing the seal, I can live like an ordinary person. But even with the sword case's protection, Shifu and my brother have always been so careful with me. Of course, I understand why. Every part of the seal carries Shifu's lingering pain from her past, and the fear my brother hides deep inside his heart has never really gone away. That's why, this time, I have to go. My sanity tells me that even when despair first struck, my brother never thought about sacrificing others for my safety. He tried to shoulder the side effects of the Qingming sword himself. I don't believe that the person who made that choice back then would now throw himself into the Creator's arms just because of me. So there must be something else he's trying to do. But I can't stop the terrible thoughts from creeping into my head. Trap or not, a path of no return or not, I can't let him face that danger alone. I have to stand beside him. I know it's reckless and dangerous. But with you, I don't always have to be so sensible. I want to choose my own path, to take on the responsibility that's mine to bear. So, since you can't stop me, hide it for me one more time, please?
I'm not here to stop you. I'm here to make a promise as your companion, not a declaration as your protector. Whether it's into the abyss or toward the light, Xiaoguang, let me be your trusted companion, your proxy, and walk with you to the other side of this path.
Why is it that words this heavy can still make my heart feel so warm? Why does it make me so happy I almost want to cry?
Come on now. You should save those tears for when we find your brother. We promised that tonight would be nothing but joy and laughter, remember?
Right. Then I'll go check on the desserts. There are still so many tasty flavors I want to share with you. and Banyue Shifu for helping me out. No way I could have handled all this on my own. Ooh, try this, Dylan. I added extra honey, just the way you like it.
Oh? You even figured out I've got a sweet tooth, huh? How thoughtful of you. Hey, Bee Lion! Look at your paws! They're all greasy. You can eat. Or a spark's gonna turn you into a grilled lion head! Crispy outside, tender inside. Oops, my bad. I forgot we've got another lion head sitting right here.
Banyue Shifu, would you like to try a chashu bun? I remember you're not fond of oily food, so I followed Senior Inuhu's recipe and added a bit of dried tangerine peel to the marinade to cut the richness. Do you like it?
It's perfect.
I'm glad everyone likes them. They're nothing fancy, just some home-styled cooking.
Xiaoguang, you're too modest. With skills like this, you could open a restaurant of your own. The balance of sweet and savory, the juiciness. It takes me back to a taste I haven't had since childhood.
Xiaoguang, your cooking makes me feel all warm and full of energy.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had a feast like this. Though I have to say, compared to the way you nearly scorched the bottom of the pot earlier, stomping your feet in panic, we should have ended that, shall we?
Dylan, we agreed not to bring that up. That old stove's impossible to handle. The flames keep flaring up and dying down. Luckily, Banyue Shifu's here. Anyway, since we're all here, why don't we sit by the fire and chat for a bit?
Oh? Chatting? I love chatting. What should we chat about?
Let me think. Oh, I know. Everyone share something funny or embarrassing that's happened to you recently. Dylan, you first. Wow, look! After all that goofing around, the stars almost look brighter, don't they? One year, my brother, Senior Fufu, and I went to release lanterns together on a mountain behind Junkui Summit. It was a blustery day, and the wind was so strong we couldn't even get the lanterns lit. I remember stomping around in frustration. Eventually, I just tossed the lantern aside and lay on the grass. But when I looked up, I saw the starry sky, each star shining brighter than any lantern. My brother said that the stars are the best kind of lantern to carry your wishes. I wonder, what did I wish for back then? Feels like it's been ages since I had a moment like that. No thoughts, no worries, just gazing at the stars and having a quiet conversation.